Well, welcome back to shed more light on the economic conference. We have the pleasure to have this phone with Dr. Diaa, Helmy, economic expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Well, sir, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have called for for inaugurating this conference since September. This is the fourth conference that Egypt witnesses in the 40 years, the past 40 years. How do you see the importance of this conference? There was a previous conference that was held in the year 2015, and this is the second one since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi came to office. Egypt 2022 economic conference. How do you see the importance of the timing of this conference?
It's really a very important conference, and this came, as you see, and everybody know that we have a lot of challenges economically around the world. Egypt is part of this world. So these kind of forums, and these forums exactly, specifically, is very important, and to give a message to the world that Egypt is secure. We have a lot of investment opportunities, and also that President Sisi himself, is encourage and support the private sector and Egypt Plan 2030. It's a lot of messages really.
Yes. Yes. While addressing the inaugural session, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have said it was necessary to take many measures in order to face the economic crisis in Egypt. The president also said the crisis in Egypt need root deep measures and solutions, and yes, he stressed on several points, more than 11 points that the president have stressed on. How do you see his words during the inaugural session?
Really, we are doing fine. Especially in the crisis, we have a lot of crises outside. One of them, the raw material prices, which increase sometimes 40% and 50% around the world.
Yes.
And this is a big problem for the raw material. At the same time, we have COVID-19. Everybody knows that for 3 years, we are facing from COVID-19, and now from last February, we have the challenge of Russia-Ukraine war. All of these really against our plan, but what Mr. President Sisi say, what he offers for the people, for the private sector, for the business, it's a lot. And it's even if you would like to measure this by numbers, we did well. We are very good. And maybe 2 days ago, all the international associations and organizations say that Egypt for the future DB and with a good view for the future. And this is also another certificate that we are doing fine. According to the forum itself, the conference itself, it's very important to facing our problems and to put the solution at the same time. And all of us, the private sector and the governmental sector, working together to have our vision for our plan for development.
Yes. So, Dr. Helmy, also the president showed that despite that the whole world is suffering from the economic challenges, despite all the Egyptian economy was strong enough to face lots of challenges, as you've just mentioned right now, also the Russia-Ukraine war and several challenges that have faced the whole world during the past 2 years.
Exactly. What is excellent, he said, it's a really very important, diagnosis for the situation now. Mr. President, is doing, all his best for supporting all the development ideas and plans. We have a strategy. We are not working like that,
Yes.
haphazard. No, we have a
Yes.
strategy here in Egypt. And because we have a good strategy, we passed the challenges, what happened
Yes.
last few years, the last 4 years. And now we are continuing facing the crisis very well. And because our economy is strong, we can do that. If it's not a strong economy, as we see in another countries, another big countries, by the way,
Yes.
and now, no, Egypt is very, I can tell you, in a good way, and we are doing the right. We are fighting the crisis, but through strategy and through a plan and really a flexible plan to face the problem everywhere, which is affect also our economy.
Yes, yes. Doctor, what are the signs of that Egypt was able, with a strong economy, to face the challenges of this economy? Like, for example, I would just would like that you explain to us more. How can we feel the signs of this strong economy here in Egypt? Is it because analysts have said that the revenues of the Suez Canal have became high? Is it because also analysts have witnessed or noticed that the revenues also from the tourism sector is getting high, also in the field of telecommunication? Yes, many fields. Could you please give us your insight concerning the points I've mentioned?
Really, we have a lot of signs, as you mentioned. Really, we have a lot of signs that we are working well and we are doing fine economically. We have a strong and flexible economy, as you see, and all the experts see that the tourism back again. This sector is very important to us, and it's very good now, doing fine. And I am waiting also. It's promising. Coming months,
Yes.
Christmas and New Year, I expect more and more tourists. At the same time, Suez Canal is doing fine. We have a plan. We didn't give the price like that. No, it's under study. What's good for the people and what's good for us and what's the reasonable price in Suez Canal. And also Suez Canal is increasing and supports Egypt's economy. A lot of times, really, and at the same time, because of this crisis, even our, dreams in the economy, we did not stop working, and we did not stop to have a good result, even with the crisis outside. At the same time, I expect that Egypt in the coming few years, especially after 2024, as we have a lot of challenges coming here, 2023. It's everywhere. This is for all the world.
Yes.
But I expect starting from 2024, we will have the result for all this good work.
Yes, yes. Doctor, also in several occasions, previous occasions, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have stressed on the role that is played by the private sector. And actually, we'd like to shed light on the importance of the private sector and their participation in this conference, economic conference, and the coordination that could take place between the private sector and the participants from several institutions here in Egypt and several ministries here in Egypt. What do we expect from this gathering or this coordination that could take place between the two sides?
I can tell you from the first day, Mr. President Fattah al-Sisi
Yes.
is supporting the private sector from the first day, from the beginning. And all these big projects, the mega projects, working between the coordination between the government and the private sector. and we are happy for that. This coordination is very important for our country, for Egypt. The private sector, and I insist, the national private sector, the loyal private sector is very important. To be loyal for the plan, for Egypt, for the development, loyal for all of this. And
Yes.
this coordination, I expect it will be more and more, but it doesn't stop that at all in the past. No.
Yes.
We are working together, the private sector and the governmental sector, and there is a lot of projects, done through the private sector.
Yes.
So I expect we will have more cooperation and more coordination between the private sector and the governmental sector. And the government, our government believes that the private sector has a very important role in the economy, especially in this crisis.
Yes. Doctor, how would the economic conference prepare or make a future roadmap for the top priority sectors in the government program here in Egypt?
This forum and all the economic forums playing a very important role in this, what you mentioned, because it gives here, it's a bridge between us and each other here inside Egypt and also outside with the organizations, the foreign organizations. At the same time, the ambassadors here for the Arab world and for the rest of the world, they are following that and they are seeing what is the result. They are follow what happens, what is the result. So it gives a lot of messages and very important that they know now we are working and we are working hard in our roadmap. We didn't change our development plan, but we insist also to work hard for these challenges, and we will pass these as we passed already. COVID-19,
Yes.
we passed already COVID-19.
Yes.
It's behind us now. But 2 years ago, it was a very bad crisis, a health crisis, economic crisis. But
Yes.
now we passed COVID-19. And I expect that we'll pass also Ukrainian problem, also the challenge of the high price for raw materials. All of these challenges we can expect, but this kind of forums, help the private sector and governmental sector and the organizations inside and outside to work together. If they are serious to work together, we will have a very good result.
Yes, yes. So, Dr. Helmy, how can we benefit from the experiences and also the expertise of the economists and also experts in facing the challenges and in taking this chance or opportunity of this economic conference to to make some kind of solutions to make a path in order to make a good roadmap for the future of the economy?
Really, these kind of forums and conferences,
Yes.
Scientific conferences and economic conferences, this is very important because the expertise, as I see before many times, they are sharing ideas, they are sharing experience, and this is very important. We have here our Egyptian expertise. They are, very talented people, and we have really added value and innovation we can add to from these forums, and we can have another plan. As I told you, we have a flexible plan, and according to the world situation, we can change also the plan's situation to have another way. But we are, in general, as a result, we are doing fine. We are in the right way. The result is great till now, and we are still fighting the crisis. It doesn't end it yet. But our expertise in this kind of forums, they are talking together with the recommendations for the situation. All of this is very important in the future.
Yes, yes. Doctor, also concerning how would the conference help boosting all sectors of the domestic economy?
In our Egypt economy, we are talking about all the sectors. It's not only for one way. No, yes. We are talking about the export, the import. We are talking about the energy sector. It's very important. The raw material, everything. So in these sectors, when we sharing the ideas and the solutions, I am sure and I trust that we will have a good solutions for today, for the present, and for the future, the near future, and we need that. We need really, from my point of view, at least 3 or 4 forums like this, conferences like this. This is very important with our colleagues in Africa, our Arab world, our friends and, in Arab world, and our friends in the world. This is very important to share the ideas in all sectors. We have the balance to work for our benefit with everybody. We are working very well and has a good strategy with USA, with Russia, with China. Yes. We have the balance to work with everybody.
Yes, yes. Dr. Helmy, also, how do you see the importance of holding the economic conference in the new administrative capital, as during the address of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi today, he stressed on the importance of establishing new cities, roads, accesses, going parallel with solving also our economic challenges that are facing Egypt. Egypt did not, stop building or stop developing. No, Egypt kept doing and developing all its roads, its accesses, its transportation, many fields, and especially building the new administrative capital, the new Alamein city, the Galala Plateau, several cities. So what's the message of holding this conference and the new administrative capital, the economic conference, Egypt 2022?
This is really a very important message also, and this is a good question, because this message is to the inside, to the Egyptian, to know what we are doing here, and also at the same time, this is a very important message to abroad, to the the foreign countries, yes, that we are working in the development, especially the new capital. The new capital, is giving us with Galala, with Al Alamein.
Yes.
But the new capital itself, I insist, it is the future. And it's not the future after, 20 years. No. It's in a very new and very near future. I expect that everybody will see this smart city, and it will be, something we can proud here in front of the world, that we have this kind of capital.
Yes.
And the message is we are working here. We did not stop our dreams in development. We did, yes, not stop, our work in the new capital, which is the future, because the old capital, is not enough to our promising dreams, and now we are working in the new capital, which I expect that the government will transfer there.
Yes,
very
of course.
soon, maybe in a few months. Maybe.
Yes, and it's also a sign of the new republic, of course.
Exactly.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Diaa Helmy, the economic expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and I'm going to be back with you.